What's up, everybody? Right now, I'm gonna talk about some Yang Zings. So, recently, we had a sneak peek on Saturday for the Dark Illusions, and in there, we got a first preview or look of the new archetype, Metalfoes, or Metalfoes, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like that archetype can improve these worms. Fucking crazy as shit. So to clarify though, I don't know if it's gonna be meta. It might be a role deck because it has sometimes you kind of brick a lot with the deck, but it has a lot of searchability. So I feel like that makes the deck very consistent. So I'm just gonna start off some key points. First, you got your main tuners, Gel2, Chiwin, and actually Treasure. These three are your main ones you want to go for. And then with Gel2, you gotta go for Secrets. With these four cards, your deck will just explode with a bunch of level 8 to maybe level 10 synchro plays if you want to try out Red Dragons. I only have a red heart, not the Scarlet, unfortunately. But if you want, you can go into Abyss, Bane, and then there's also a new Red Eyes card. There's a level 10 Tyrant that just requires two tuners. Sometimes you just you need two Chiwins if you want, and a Boxia, and you can just go into them if you wanted to. Another thing is I also teched in Synchron Resonator. Synchron Resonator pretty much allows you to special summon it as long if you control a synchro monster. So that's a free tuner right there, just by special summoning it. It's pretty good in that regard. And of course, Gel2, main effect, pitch in 2 Yang Zing cards. Special summon 2 Yang Zings, one with 0 attack, like for example, Secrets, and one with 0 defense. In this case, Treasure. You can use these two to go into, actually, go and major play and summon Ultimate Suzoken. It's a very convoluted play. Most of the time, though, you would need this new card. We haven't got it yet. It's Dulong, which is a level 5 tuner. But you can also implement Excel Synchron, which is also a level 5 tuner, and it's a generic card. That's another thing I like about it. In this case, you can run him, and if you want, you can take in a fucking Jet Synchron in there. You can say increases level or decreases level, so it'll be either a level 6 or level 4. And say you want a Pendulum Summon, and you have a Swanning in your hand or a Bixie, you can just go into place just for days like that. Since we're not getting Dulong for a long while until the next set, we have still counters to work with. So with Dulong, you pretty much just like when he's just special summon or I don't know, single summon, you can add any Yang Zing card. Kind of the same effect as Secrets right here. But the thing is, Dulong can also add monsters. And also the trap card, the counter trap, 9 branches, is also searchable via a secret of Yang Zing. And what you can do is, if this guy is Pendulum Summon, and you somehow summon Dulong, you can search out 9 branches, and then with him you can add Zephyr Divine Strike. I do not see a lot of people do this. Reasons being is it's a Zephyr card and this card's banished. But like, if you have 2 walking counters on the field that are just active there, just having this card on the field and having him in the extra deck, it's just amazing. So say you just pendulum him, you have your 9 branches, you can set those 2 shits right there, and you pretty much have two outs to your opponent's spells, traps, and monster effects. It's amazing like that. And finally, last thing I want to talk about is this card Storm. Storm is, I don't know, it's like a weird tech you can also add into this. If you're gonna run triple Metalfoes combination, or you want to run also counter fusion, well, fusion's kind of like a staple. But with this card, destroy as many Or destroy all spell trap cards you control. Then destroy as many spell and trap cards your opponent control. This is pretty much a heavy storm, a walking heavy storm. If you have your pendulums just set up too, that's extra destruction. And sometimes you don't even care that your pendulum scales are destroyed. You can just search them out. If you have those Metalfoes combinations ready set up, if you have 2 or you have 1, you can pretty much just add all your scales back and pen them all with this one card alone. And this is a good way to get away of any decks that go helmet mold or that require a lot of back row. And this is kind of like a cheaper variation, and instead of just getting Twin Twisters, or if you still want, you can also run MSTs. It's also just as good, but I feel like this card is amazing in this regard. I am very confident that this deck will be amazing as hell, man. Like, once everything comes out, maybe this set alone will make it tier 1, maybe tier 2, or Rogue, but this shit is amazing. This here is just amazing. Even though we don't have the we call it the Synchro Dulong, you can still go for the old generic play with Herald and Boxia, and then implement that with the Metalfoes shit. It's kind of a godly deck that you can have to face. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day.